Hello everybody, Wildtracker here, and welcome to another episode here on my little Let's Play world. Yes, we're playing some single player Wildcraft today, and as you can probably tell, I'm in my Enderman farm. Yeah, there's a few things we need to probably fix on this, or in this world, because things have changed since we built it. So for example, if we come over here, this is my little path to it, and what we originally did was to use boats. And we put the boats in here, so we place it on the torch if we can, but now we can't. And we'd have a boat, and you can see it sinks, and it didn't used to. It used to sit on the torch. We could press this button, and it would push us along at super long speeds, but that no longer works. So that's pretty rubbish. So we can run along here, but I want to make it a little bit faster if I can. So I think today we're going to do that. We're going to tidy up around here a little bit because this is now a little bit awkward to get in and out, which we don't really want. Have I got my axe on me? I have. Excellent. So we can take all this away, essentially. We don't need it here anymore. This is still high enough, although this bit now needs to be brought down, and yeah. So it needs slight sort of remodifying, and to be honest, this bit round here, I did it so I could, you know, use this on either side, and the way this works is we place TNT down there, and then we just get our flint and steel, which I think is on this last thing, and then hit it. But I find myself around here all the time, so and this is the one place where you don't get hit by it, because look, if we do this here and we fire it, we get a little bit of damage, not a lot, but so I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's this side of it we don't really use, so I think what I'm going to do is actually block this off, maybe put some glass down here or something like that, so all the XP then doesn't sort of hide down in here, it hides around the other side. So yeah, I think this is what we're going to start on doing today, getting this all done. And what I can do as well, let's just switch this switch. If we put that there and then do that now, that's the flint and steel gone. But look, these then don't land here, they land on that sort of thing. It's my little mechanism, so it means I've got some free space. They can land up there to their heart's content, and I can get changing this around, I think. So we've got way too many ender pearls. Oh, the other thing I've been doing over here is a little bit of enchanting. So I've brought all my books over here now. So this is my unbreaking mending books, books for hats and boots, books for picks. So I've got Silk Touch and Fortune and Efficiency. Other books, so these might be like, I've got this one here, Curse of Binding, and I found that in a chest somewhere. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure why I'd use it, but yeah, it might be something we give to a mob, I don't know. Fishing rods, we got protection, and then we got swords. And this is one thing we got as well, we got a sweeping edge. So we got sweeping edge 1, which is kind of okay, but then we got sweeping edge 3. But the problem was, because it had the smite enchantment and the unbreaking enchantment, when I tried to add it to my sword, it just said it was too expensive. However, I've got another one, Sweeping Edge 3, with Protection 3, which I believe we can do it. So let's just do this now. Put Sweeping Edge. There it is, only 37 levels, so we didn't have it before. Does it take anything away? Looting, Sharpness, Unbreaking, Mending, Knockback. Looting, Sharpness, Unbreaking, Mending, Knockback. And Sweeping Edge. So we've got no fire aspect on it. But that's cool. So we've now got this sword, which I guess, let's just see if it does anything here. I guess we're not really going to know on these guys because they are, you know, they're kind of one hit anyway. But it'll be interesting to go and try that out on a few, I think. But let's get to work here anyway. This needs to be done. I need to get rid of it and, yeah, get working on changing it around, I guess. So I finished the tunnel there. As you can see, all I've done is swapped over the blue glass for the ice, and then put on top of that the iron trapdoors, which I think look a bit better than wooden trapdoors. And as you can see, you go across here pretty fast. It's almost as quick as boats on ice, but obviously with boats you've got to get in and out of them, you've got to gather up speed, so it's probably just as quick for this kind of distance to do it that way. And we'll go along and have a look at the other end in a minute. I've cleared this out, and you can see how I put this glass here, which I think looks quite nice here, and we ought to just give this a quick test. and we'll probably just get rid of these, because these will have fallen unnaturally, shall we say, and won't have the full hit. But let's put that down there if we can. As you can see, I've closed off the other side, and hopefully this still works. So let's give it a quick test now, shall we? Like the TNT, hide back in the corner, and yes, it does. Good. Okay, so that's still working, which is great, and we've always got the option of just using the sword anyway. One of the things we need to do is tidy up these chests, so we're going to sort that out at the moment, because if you look here, we don't have many shulker boxes, so we probably need to go and get some more. So that's one of the things we're going to do, is sort of change the chests up here for something much better. So let's whiz along to the other end of here, and then you'll be able to see what we've done. All I've done is just carried this on all the way along until we get to our sort of spawning platform here, which obviously has to be the way it is. So occasionally you might get Enderman here, and then we just got a little bit up here, and then we carry on up here as normal. So yeah, that's pretty good. But I think what we need to do is get ourselves a load of shulker boxes. That's the way forward. And I thought what we're going to do at the same time is we're going to start mapping the end. I've started doing this on my sort of new Reador episode, shall we say. I should have left those behind, but that's okay. So let's just bring ourselves some more maps. So this corner is more centered actually, isn't it? So can we go that way? Is it? So we ought to head over this way a little bit. Oh, we need to eat as well. Never know whether these end maps are actually going to form in the center or not. They're a bit peculiar in that sense. You would think that the portal, I suppose the portal is in the middle of the map. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, but I always thought the portal was at the sort of the corner of the map, but not. As you can see on there, the portal is at the corner of the map, so yeah, that's a bit different. So I'm going to nervously jump down here and into here, and then we'll launch another one. So there we go. So these are going to make up sort of a local map, but what we could probably really do is actually convert them into a big map, isn't it? Maybe that's where the center bit falls. I don't know. Tell you what, let's get, have I got on me a table? Let's have a look. Blocks, ender chest stuff. There we go. And there we go. Crafting table. Voila. So let's take the first map we created, because we can create another one of those. And in fact, let's just duplicate it a minute. So we got two of them, and I'm going to take one of those and make it super big with 32 pieces of paper. So we'll do this 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this should now be a large map. Yes, it is. Okay. So yeah, so that's where it doesn't quite fall into the sort of center, if you like. I guess it might do. I don't know. Maps are a bit weird, if you ask me. So what we need to do is do this for the whole island, and then see how that looks. Well, that took a lot more maps than I was thinking it was going to. But that's because this one was obviously centered around the middle, and then we had the very edges of each one. So we're going to end up with a 3x3. And then, of course, we needed extra for this this farm here, so which actually was 2 more, because this is right on the cusp of it there. So which is a bit of a shame, but I think it looks quite good, doesn't it? So yeah, we'll just update that. We've obviously only got the 2 portals open at the moment, and this is what it looks like, because I spent a good hour and a half, 2 hours just flying around, and I'll tell you what, there is nothing scarier than flying around the void. I'm so glad we've got F3 here, because we don't on New Reador on that server, and it is absolutely terrifying just flying across there, even with rockets, just not knowing what your height is and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I kind of just basically flew around and filled all those up. And with these, I've got spare maps underneath, so in each case we've got the spare map. So I'm going to take these 4, and it just means that you know, should anything happen, I'm not going to lose those maps. Now, where I want to go, so if we look over here, you can see there's 2 end cities that we flew past. Now this one, I definitely know I have already raided, because there was, you know, cobble around and signs of it. But I flew over this one, and all the shulkers, the 2 of them were on the outside of the end ship, so I kind of avoided it then, so I kind of think that city's not being got. But the other thing I want to do is to actually go through this portal, because we've never activated it. So I'd like to activate it. So I think we're going to go through that portal, and then I'm going to fly over this direction, see what we can find, and then take out that end city and get some shulker boxes there and just fly around the rest of it. And I'm probably going to, because we probably need a bigger wall than this in theory, but you know, I'm just going to sort of stick to this area. I'm not really competing with anyone else because it's my own world, so I'm just going to kind of, you know, keep that there as it is, and we'll stick to these areas for finding end cities. But yeah, I'm going to spend a lot more time now going off and doing that, and I've built this just literally at the steps of here because I'm kind of hoping this won't get destroyed. If we fight the Ender Dragon again, I'm kind of hoping that this doesn't get destroyed, because that's always a possibility with the Ender Dragon. So I'll probably have to keep some of those maps off the island, probably in my Ender chest, or you know, somewhere else, just as a backup. But yeah, and here we go. We've got this end portal. It doesn't quite connect to the ground, unfortunately, because there is no ground, but I kind of did it sort of same as the other one. Keep it sort of the same if we can. So I've got my wings on, so if anything happens we should be alright. And there we go. So we've got, oh well, that's a bit weird. Where's, it's up there. Okay, so let's see where we are on. Right, so we're right on the tip of that island there then. Okay, now I don't think it actually shows. That's the problem with these maps, is it doesn't actually show where the actual thing is. So I guess we're going to go sort of head this way and round that way, but I think we'll probably end up taking off. I just want to get far enough away from here, see if it shows right. If not, what I might do is come back with some red clay or something like that, and then just mark that sort of ground area. No, it isn't, so that's fine. So let's put that map up in there, and we're going to be staying on this map, so that's fine. We'll do there. What I could probably do with is the map below it, that one, just sort of knowing where it is, because then that might be the next one we go into. Those other two, not worried about for now. We've just got to do a little takeoff in a safe environment and kind of watch those Endermen running around, and then see if we can. There we go, and we're off. Cool. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll just sort of fly around here, see what we can find. I doubt we'll find very much, but I'm just going to sort of fill in the map areas we haven't already done. If I come across an end city on this little bit journey, obviously we will conquer it, and if not, we will conquer this one that we'll be coming around to in a minute, hopefully. So, oh, I'm talking to the devil. There's one already. Look, that's that didn't take long. I mean, that is a nice thing about end maps. You can see where you're going. It's so quick to travel around, and yeah, I don't think this one will have been conquered whatsoever. So we will endeavour to try and do that. And the easiest way to conquer these things is really from above, because it's just so much easier that way. Because then you can break into them, get these guys, if we get our sword ready. Hey, come here, you. And there's obviously another one somewhere, which might be underneath. There you go. First one down, shulker shell. Yeah, so nice and easy. I'm just going to carry on getting these and see how many we can get. Just thought I'd bring you guys back in on this one. As you can see them at the bottom there. This is the one that we saw, or I saw when I was mapping the place, and I'll just show you that, which is quite a sizable one. So we'll start at the top there and work our way down with this one. And you can see it doesn't look as if it's been attacked. There's a shulker on the top there, but I just went this way, and look at this one over here. This one is huge, and another boat, which actually for me on my Let's Play world, it actually becomes a sort of like, yeah, do we really need it? But look at the size of this one. This is going to take a little while to clear out, but we should at least end up with some good shulker shells. So that's one thing. Let's get rid of that, bring that map down as well, because we're probably on the cusp of editing that map at the same time, which we are, so we'll just do that at the same time, because we're here for the mapping as well as the getting the shulker boxes. But that's really cool. So yeah, I think I'll conquer the small one first, get myself into it, and then yeah, we can start on the bigger one then. Well, all those cities have been conquered. Well, that city down there has been conquered, and these have been conquered. I actually ended up doing this entire sheet here, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to go around the edge and just sort of, you know, finish the edge of the map off, which is pretty cool. So there's a few I haven't conquered. I conquered a couple here. They're actually just slightly above there. As I was flying down here, I could see them, and then I came across 4 down here, which I haven't even touched. These 4 here, absolutely huge cities, and I haven't touched them because they just seem to sort of, I don't know, go on. Then came across a couple down here that have been conquered before. That one we'd already done previously. I believe that one's a new one. Again, I didn't do it, and I don't think I did that one, which was next to the small one that we did. Or maybe I did, yes. So that was the small one we conquered first, and then the big one. So, but anyway, so there's a lot there. We did do that one up there. Yeah, so I know where there's a load more here, and it's really weird the way that these are sort of, you know, done out. So I can't really get the gist of the patterns yet, other than those are in a nice line along there, but I suspect there may be some more along this way, because there's one there, then one there, but then I don't know. So but it just shows you these are 2000 blocks. It's amazing what you can find, and this is what we did find. So yeah, so we did 6 cities with boats, and I think we did a couple without, and I didn't even bother getting all the dragon heads in the end. As you can see, nearly a stack and a half of shulker shells, which is absolutely fantastic. So we can make lots of boxes out of those. And yeah, we're going to put mending and unbreaking on all these, and we're going to have them as our spare, because that was the only thing that stopped me really. Once I'd finished all doing that, I had to repair my elytra, so I had to come back. But so if we've got a few of these on us, which are spares, we can have an elytra box, then fantastic, and a few diamonds, and I'm going to take those. In fact, we'll take all these and put them into our chest, because what I'm going to do now is head over to our villager. I haven't been over to that villager in absolutely ages. We need to trade for some mending books, so hopefully he's still there. Suddenly I feel very vulnerable taking all these books. They're just all staring at me. But not a bad price. I forgot how cheap these were. 15 emeralds for mending books, so that's pretty cool. So all these boxes are being cleared away, and they're basically in here. So we have shulker boxes full of ender pearls. Should we ever need them, we can come and grab a box, and a few spares here. But to be perfectly honest, I can't imagine at the moment we'd ever need that. Enchanting wise, basically I've put all those boxes like this. So we've got all the different books in there, and then these are the books that haven't quite sort of been made up, but if we get some more we can add to, etc. But yeah, we've got a whole set of books in there, and I've basically made up tools and an armor chest, so all our tools are ready to go, armor's ready to go, and we've got a flight kit as well. So all those elytras, they're all in here. They've all got mending and breaking on them, so that's pretty good, which is exactly the same as that one. So yeah, and we've got rockets in there as well, so should we ever, you know, need to go on a journey, it's not really an issue. And I've still got 59 shulker shells left, so we probably need to head back and do some sorting out. I have picked up all the stuff here and just bunged them into a couple of shulker boxes, but we are going to really head back and start doing some sorting now. I think that's something I need to work on, is how to get everything in one place and all sorted. So yeah, that's what I'm going to head off to do. But it does really run out of time for me today. It does leave me to sort of say thanks very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and please come and join me next time here on my Let's Play World. And if you've got any suggestions what you would like me to see do next in this version of Minecraft, we haven't got any new snapshots out yet, but we might have some in the new year. But yeah, if there's anything you need me to look at, let me know. Otherwise we're going to get working probably on fixing a few more things that are broken, or get building our warehouse. So join me then. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Bye.